Mm-hmm.
What's going on, guys? So I figured I'd lead us in this time. We're talking about NBA now. A lot of interesting games.
A lot of good shooty hoop this week.
A lot of good shooty hoop. For me personally, I can start off. This is shaping up how I thought it would shape up. Right? Phillies over the Celtics. I'm sure you weren't too happy about that.
Celtics didn't play last night.
What's up?
Celtics didn't play last night.
Oh, you don't think it was them?
They don't play till tomorrow.
No, the Celtics played the Philadelphia.
Not the Celtics I'm thinking of.
Not the ideal Celtics.
No, they don't open until tomorrow night.
Who are they playing tomorrow night?
Toronto.
It should be an easy win. Actually, no. Well, let me get into that point. So, a lot of similarities between how I thought the league was going to play out and how it actually played out, which is a rarity for me. So I was kind of excited. A lot of guys who I thought would be I didn't really know how they perform. They kind of outperformed my expectations, right? You got Anthony Davis, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks. Kawhi had a really good game, 30 points.
Without Paul George.
And they still even managed to get a win over the Lakers convincingly, I believe.
Despite the refs' every intention to not let that happen.
Well, it's at least there isn't going to be a lot of ref interference now that they play in the same building. I guess there was last night, but
that was just awful.
But hopefully that gets negated. You know what I mean? So you know how sometimes like the home ref will kind of favor if a team's at home.
Well, I mean, there's always such thing as a hometown call, and whether the ref is from there or not. I mean, the fans influence it. I mean, the fact that if you don't think 18,000 people in a crowd influence one referee's head, I mean, you're out of your mind. There is such thing as a hometown call.
Yeah. Hopefully that gets negated though, because two teams are sharing the same building. Excuse me. You got Kawhi, 30 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks. Lou Williams showed out, 21 points. Also,
LeBron was flopping all over the court, pretending that everything was a foul, and then everything on him was not a foul. I can't stand him.
I think for me, I saw Stephen A. Smith talking about it, how it's just one game. I would say that's indicative of the rest of the season.
I hesitate to do night one because I mean, like, I don't like doing one game reactions because it's like if I reacted, for example, like as a Celtics fan, if I reacted to last night's Celtics game, it's like, yeah, they look bad. Kemba Walker shot 3 of 17 from the floor. Jason Tatum didn't have a good night shooting. He put up like 20-something points, but he didn't have a good night shooting. I mean, I have trouble reacting, but I guess reacting to negatives, but at the same time, I guess the same thing to positives because, I mean, the Clippers look good, but it is just one game. I have trouble. I like to do sample sizes. I don't really react to one game stretches. I like to react to sample sizes, like if they don't look good over the course of 5 games, 10 games, etc.
I understand that, and I'm like that, but I'll give you my reasoning. So, the Lakers last night when they nights ago, Tuesday, when they faced the Clips, they kind of ran like a 90s lineup with 3 big men.
Mm-hmm.
And Philadelphia didn't have nearly the same amount of size.
Philadelphia or LA Clippers?
Sorry, Clippers. I keep thinking of Philly.
No problem. We're talking about 5 different teams right now.
Clippers didn't really have the size. Yeah, Clippers didn't have the size on them, and like you said, they're missing Paul George. They won convincingly. Kawhi and Lou Williams stepped up, and that's just a few. Pat Beverly was playing terrific defense, and then you got Paul George coming back. I think a little bit sooner than expected as well. For me, this could mean, this could be projecting, what could happen later on in the season. Obviously, I mean, there's going to be more games. We'll see how both teams fare over the course of the season. You got injuries to take into account, losing streaks, winning streaks, momentum, home games. Well, actually, no, not really, because they all play in the Staples Center. But I think this could be indicative of something.
Okay.
Possibly.
My key takeaways from Tuesday nights and I guess Wednesday night's game. Had no idea you could challenge fouls. Last night I was watching the Celtics.
They added that.
Brett Brown challenged the foul and caught me off guard. Not gonna lie about it.
He said,
item number 2. I knew he played for the Lakers, but I forgot Dwight Howard played for the Lakers.
Yeah.
When I saw him in a Lakers jersey on Tuesday, that kind of threw me off. Just kind of too that he's already played for the Lakers, and that went poorly. And then now he's just kind of back there.
He's back.
I feel like nobody's talked about that. I thought that was pretty funny. And I guess number 3 would be I can't wait for the Celtics to open their season tomorrow night. I don't think it's fair that the NBA automatically gives them an 0-1 record, despite the fact that they haven't played a game yet. But 4, Pelicans look good.
Pelicans did look good
without Zion.
Without Zion,
Put up some fight. Lonzo played okay. Brandon Ingram played great.
he
5.
did.
Fred VanVleet is the man.
Same with Josh Hart. He dropped 15. But that gets into my well, we can do a hot take alert.
Fred VanVleet, the man.
The man.
Say it again. The man. NBA champ.
This Toronto team looked crazy, right? So you got Pascal, 38 points, 18 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block. Fred averaged 34. He didn't average. He got 34 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal. Not to mention, I believe what's his name? The point guard,
Lowry.
Kyle Lowry. He dropped 21 as well. So I mean, to me, this seems like a high motor offense with a lot of shooting, a lot of floor spreading. Obviously, they're coming off of a finals run. I think these guys do better than Toronto or than Milwaukee in the finals.
Hot take.
Or in the playoffs.
Hot take alert.
Hot take alert.
I would not jump on that train, but that's a hot take.
Why wouldn't you jump on
it? Just because I know what Milwaukee is. I don't know what Toronto is yet. I mean, I know they've already played a game, but I know Milwaukee is a top 3 player in the league. I know they have a nice support with him between Bledsoe and Middleton and Brook Lopez. I know that they're a team capable of making the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know if a post Kawhi and post, for that matter, another key piece of their team last year that went to LA as well, to the Lakers, Danny Green. I don't know if they're there yet.
Okay.
Or still, I guess, would be.
Well, yeah, no, definitely. I took into account Kawhi leaving. It's definitely a big hit for Toronto. However, if they can figure out a way to scheme out, what's his name, Giannis, like some teams have done, I believe the Rockets did that a couple times over the course of the season. What do they have? Like you said, they have a couple of they have support guys after that. Their support guys can average like 15, maybe upwards of 20 points a game. If you take out Giannis, if you just scheme out Giannis, what do you have? You have those guys. Of course, they're all talented. Like you have both Lopez's, you got Bledsoe, Chris Middleton. He's an all-star. Brogdon. But I think, and don't get me wrong here. If Toronto can play the way they played last night, which again, it's, just the beginning of the season, but if they can keep this up, I mean, they can potentially, if they figure out a way to scheme out Giannis and then they keep this high-paced offense going, they also have a lot of playoff experience from last year. So,
that's a big if, though. I mean, if anybody could figure out a way to scheme out one of the best players in the NBA, then yeah, they have a chance. It's a big if, but I mean, I'm not saying the Raptors stink. I'm just saying the Bucks are very good.
Oh, the Bucks are very good, and don't get me wrong. I started off before the season. I have on my podcast. I didn't really think that Toronto was
the floor. Check it out.
I didn't even really necessarily think that Toronto was gonna really do anything. To be honest, without Kawhi, I was one of those people that was you got solid guys, maybe even some all-star level caliber guys, but in such a stacked Eastern Conference or such a talented Eastern Conference, in my personal opinion, where you got teams like Milwaukee, Philly, Boston, Brooklyn.
That's
now
another one I forgot to touch on. But keep going.
Kyrie dropped 50 last night. But now I kind of see the way they played last night, and I think they have a chance, honestly.
I forgot to touch on this one too. Kyrie dropping 50 and still losing.
That's pretty ridiculous. To the Timberwolves too.
Vintage Kyrie, though.
Vintage Kyrie. Also, Cat dropped 30.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Kyrie. I'll never be one to say that Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie Irving's a top 10 player in the league. People that don't say that, watch Kyrie Irving play a game of basketball. He's a top 10 player in the league. The offense is so dynamic when he's in. He's great off the ball. He's great on the ball. He moves the ball. He passes. He handles the ball well. He shoots well. The guy's a top 10 player in the league. There's no doubt about it. He's not a guy, obviously, that can carry to a championship. There's only a handful of guys that in the league, but he's a top 10 player in the league. He is. It's what he is. My thing with Kyrie was never what he was on the floor. because I've seen Kyrie go out and drop 40 and 50 for my team. I know what he is. He's an awesome basketball player.
Off the floor is your concern?
Off the floor is always my issue. So I mean, the fact that he went out and dropped 50 last night. I mean, they lost, but he went out and dropped 50. Like, he's still an issue off the floor, and people forget that it was as recently as last year. It was all about him, and when he was younger and played in Cleveland, he wanted it to be all about him. When LeBron James was on his team, so I'm interested to see when KD comes back what the dynamic is. I know they lost,
definitely, and also you got to think he dropped 50 against the Timberwolves too.
I mean, again, this isn't a game one overreaction, but it's like, I will never deny the fact that Kyrie Irving is an awesome basketball player, and Kyrie Irving is a top 10 player in the league, and he's probably one of the better point guards in the league. Not the best, probably still Kyrie, but he's one of the better. He belongs in that discussion.
Right.
But it was never an issue with on the court play for me.
No, definitely not. I'm interested too, because I mean, you got KD, and we know KD's pretty thin skinned.
Yeah, so we know that has some character problems in the past as well.
Could be a potentially bad.
Him and Kyrie can create burner accounts together and yell at Celtics fans for continuing to go at him.
Or yell at each other. Imagine that, going back and forth in their burner accounts.
Off.
Yeah. Who knows? They seem like to be getting along. Like, I saw the media day, and of course that's how everything starts. You got a 82 game season ahead of you. Who knows?
I have one more thing too. Kyrie the other day said that the plan was always for him to go to Brooklyn. Hey Kyrie, how come a year ago you got up in front of a season
and said you wanted to say
unprompted, said you wanted to resign here if the plan wasn't to resign here? Nobody asked you to say that. You got up and said that. Why would you say that when you didn't actually mean it?
I'm not Kyrie, man. You see,
I know.
I see you getting some anger out
Kyrie, who's obviously listening to this show along with our other 10 audience members.
And so, KD with he's on his burner YouTube account.
That's true. Kevin Durant's actually just searching up his mentions. I'll make sure he's a tag in this video, so that way when he searches,
100%. Yeah. He's like, what, dude? He'd respond too. Like, KD.
Have you ever seen his Twitter account? He responds to like every single person that tags.
I saw like some clips of like screenshots of how he responds to people, and like he's like that person that like tries to pretend they're not mad, and then by the end he's just like,
I'm not mad.
Yeah,
like, you're mad, not me. I know you are, but what am I?
Bro, I'm not even mad.
It's not even that big a deal.
He's that person on Twitter. He's that person on Twitter. It's so funny. It's so funny to see that guy.
You're the one mad. If you think I'm mad, I'm not mad. I'm bigger than this. That's why I'm responding to you when you're 5 followers.
Yeah, no, it's even worse when he goes against celebrities. Like, I saw one guy with a verified check. I forget who it was, but he went up and Katie's like, "Nah, no one's mad here, man. Like, I'm happy where I'm at. Like, you can't really tell me anything because you have to go back to your old life." And the guy was like, "I mean, New York doesn't really want you." And then Katie was like, and then he
I'm
actually,
here, though.
yeah, he said, "I'm here though." And then it was like something along those lines. And then Katie eventually I think he just exploded. It's like, just leave it alone. I don't know. For a guy like that, you got to tune out the noise, especially how good he is. Like, Katie's so good.
Yeah.
But he's just such a
just so thin-skinned. Well, I mean, everybody has their flaw.
That's true.
Perfect. So,
that's true.
Wrapping up here, 3:56. Fun week, fun first couple of days. The NBA is fun.
The NBA is
fun. A lot of things going on.
It's good at marketing its personalities. Also, China didn't air.
Yeah,
that's
it's
indicative
shocking.
of I mean,
despite the fact that President of China LeBron James is playing tonight, is playing on Tuesday night.
I don't know. Where do you think this goes? You think?
I think it dies down eventually. It's already started to die down. I mean, it dies down eventually. They're playing basketball again. This is within a week. This will be a non-storyline. It really wasn't a storyline to me. Like, I looked at China didn't air it, and I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it was more. I feel it was more political than basketball oriented to begin with too. Yeah. So basketball fans are going to be basketball fans,
right? I mean, it'll be a meme, but it'll die down as all memes do. Wrapping it up. Any big plans for the weekend?
No big plans. Probably just going to watch football on Sunday in the room, and then record some other stuff.
Well, I am heading to a football game this weekend.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm going up to UMass Amherst. I'm going to see the powerhouse UMass Minutemen take on the equally as good UConn Huskies, 2 of the worst teams in the country.
Yeah, I was about to say,
battling it out.
Don't the UConn Huskies have like one of the worst football teams?
The battle for New England. It should be fun. No, I'm going there, but I'm also going to see some guys haven't seen in a while. So
that's good stuff. I wish I could go to a game, but I'm broke.
Yeah,
I'm broke.
Well, it's not too expensive to get into those. Nobody really goes.
What do you think they're like? What are those, like $5?
I mean, it's free to get into basketball games here, and they're actually good. So
That's true, especially with we should
I'd
have
probably
talked
get I'd
about
probably get a student discount. I bet you students only pay like $10.
what here.
No, at a UMass football game.
Oh yeah, well you're a student there. You know what I mean? As soon as you get
As
in,
far as they know.
yeah, as far as they know. We should have talked about Isaiah Washington, but that's for next time.
Oh well, Isaiah Washington, Jelly fam, eligible. Go
he
Gales.
is. He's not redshirting.
No, he's
playing this
eligible.
week?
Yeah, his waiver got cleared.
Oh,
Got cleared yesterday.
I can't wait to watch him drop kids off.
So yeah, it should be fun. Should be
Alrighty.
Fun year of hoops. Fun time to be a New York Hoops fan, unless you like professional basketball. Then don't watch them.
Then don't watch. Real quick, we're gonna be doing this in podcast form as well. So
oh yeah,
the 5 people that are watching, come transfer over, and then also watch our podcast.
Yeah, keep on the lookout. We'll see you then. Peace.